that as well. Though ukiangalia sasa in terms of now to down to the nitty-gritties of the song na the timelines, because he says something about time I'll get kujua udem wakiwa Ufuoni, which is a studio in Mombasa, famous studio, big studio, Ufuoni Records. And then he also talks about all these other MCs, a lot of MCs. So ukiangalia the timing, and then udem sijua na hepa and njua alikuwa mchanga bado ningeza ngepea, but sasa inatoa do kulipa child support. If you think about that concept of huyu kukua demu wake fulani unajua some time back, but alihepa kwa na mtoi wake, ukiangalia in terms of believability of the story na details, utapata kuna hiyo loophole hizo plot holes in terms of the timelines and what he's talking about. Ya use kukua demu wake, because zina overlap, out of the timelines ku overlap. One of my favorite moments of the project was Van Jan's intro. Nilipenda hiyo verse ya kwanza and what he did with black and dark and how he was connecting literature and how he was nilipenda venye Kenya alifanya sana na verse yake ili impress. As far as the concept goes, nilikuwa na feel Fikrah angefanya much more with the concept ya Azania na Wanawe. I was thinking about this nikiangalia the title of the project na the artwork, where kuna shosho ameka na watoi. So nilikuwa nafikiria with that in mind, you have a narration kind of idea, unajua, and it's Azania na Wanawe. And so it's either this grandmother is telling the story of Azania na Wanawe, unajua, to these children, and capturing and storing that history, or this mother ndio Azania na hawa ni Wanawe. So ukifikiria in those two ways, besides the fact that kuna aspects za history na mmesema kuna hizo stories za culture, tradition, kuna it's heavily pan-Africanist, unajua, kuna hizo themes in there na lines, tracks kama Jua na Minapigana, he talks about it. Track yake na Ilivyopangwa talks about akiwa on voyage, covers Koda Gama, talks about for Jesus. So kuna hizo bits and pieces in different tracks. Kuna Tusonge Mbele about being optimistic and focusing on the future more than just lamenting. Kuna hizo, unajua, kuna the title track ya inakam ya mwisho, but na feel with that in mind, kuna so much more that angefanya with the concept in itself, ndio to feel as if the story in a flow, because hakuna specific thread that is tying everything together. Hakuna, unajua, in working with such a title, kuna so much that you can do na angefanya tie in the story better na to move from track 1 hadi the end. So because in Nikiisha, you really can't say what Azania na Wanawe is. Hakuna hiyo moment where this is what this is about. Hakuna moment pasi kuza ime-click, unajua, na hiyo light nini, light bulb.
I would have preferred if the sound that was used on Tusonge Mbele was more prominent. You know, because of the tradition and the culture element of it. And the fact that the fact that he flipped it into hip hop shows that you could still kind of do that.
But the best of both worlds.
So hip hop still merging with culture and tradition.
But I even only feel kuhusu the project as a whole and the idea na the themes zenye nazungumzia. And sasa mimi nilikuwa na issue na production, contrary to you. One, Kenya nilisema earlier kuhusu kuhusu besides that, I'm tagging to share delve into it so much more. Kenya tulisema kuhusu hiyo part ya mwisho ya Tusonge Mbele, and how the snares as he hit is the hi-hats as igongi venye zinafaa. Even kwa review yangu ya na Minapigana, I said the same thing. If you listen to that beat carefully, Aiko mastered well. Your beat Aiko mastered properly. If you listen to it, the kicks and the snares there's something they're lacking, and it has to do with its levels. And then, so that's one. Two, unaona how you can tell wasanii wamerecord in different places. I'm only to my verses and what nini. I felt that with how HR alihandle verse ya Romi. Sikupenda how he dealt with that verse. Sikupenda how he dealt with Bantu Slim's verse. Though Bantu Slim's verse is one of my best verses.
Bantu Slim was
I liked what he did. I really liked what he did. Ilikuwa for me, ilikuwa nafikiria Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
So and so what he's doing, it's almost a verse, but it's almost an outro.
Yeah,
it's almost a skit. Skill wise, wewe tuna time yako. Skill wise.
Skill wise. Nikiwa free. Bantu Slim was party free.
Hata ulisema mention earlier that what he did with his verse and how he delivered it, and then the creative aspect
and then
of it,
because it picks, and then after it picks, then it comes free.
Yeah, exactly. And even what it does, nikiwa free nini kwa verse yake, nilipenda approach alitumia, but nilikuwa na feel if production ingefanywa better, hiyo verse ingetokea poa sana with all those different levels za what he did with his verse. Nafsi huru verse yake ina sound kama ilirekodiwa kwa phone ikatumwa. Ikianza the first 2 or 4 bars nilikuwa nadhani ni ile instance where msanii ana set up, where the first 4 bars ni kama ziko low. And then iko that way through the entire verse. Na nisikia niko za ulirekodi verse wapi?
I thought it was intentional.
Na
I thought it was cause
why
it doesn't have no exactly the why.
No the why is what I was trying to figure out, but I thought it was on purpose because kuna effect I think it's to kind of to lower the frequencies. The frequency yes waves ya verse yako. I don't know how it is
the
done.
Frequency of waves,
for me
because it
the
sounds,
why
it sounds nika umeka sauti kwa mtungi kind of.
Kwanza ina sound beat iko huku, vocals iko huku. Ndio niko na jambo kwa nini happen. And so for me the reason says sema ilikuwa deliberate, hiyo inconsistency iko through, iko kwa different songs. Unaona
iko kwa carry.
Iko kwa
like it's not like ukifanya hivyo, it's because only Wanawe.
Verse ya Fikrah kwa na minapigana ends abruptly, you can notice. Tunapigana battles. I said that kwa reaction video yangu.
But I say it happens more than once.
I think Alice.
So for me ni hiyo.
Happens more
na
than once.
I think Alice.
The end track kaza inaona.
Alice so lishakashifu brother akakashifu hapo.
Now does mastering fall under production?
Naika kwa production, because so unajua at the end of the day unasema how well was the project produced.
No,
so
but
how well was it mastered, how well were the beats mastered, how well were the beats produced, how are the vocals produced. Juu pia production has to do with delivery as well. Kuna issue delivery and delivery ya MCs, jumonga story ya delivery na kuandika. So for me nikiangalia how venye ina sound to the ear, nikiangalia levels za the instrumentals, levels za verses za wasanii, kuna hizo discrepancies. So ukisikiza as a whole unaweza tell the especially it's so obvious ukifika track 4 after wewe yake na nani
Kalamoto
GJB Jua it makes it noticeable because you notice the beat iko level higher, vocals are say ziko mastered differently than the previous tracks, and you notice that. And Jua ni track ilifanywa a year ago. Ilitoka a year ago, but you can tell it's so different from hizi tracks zingine in terms of, and even for me Jua Fikrah sounds more at home. kwa jua in terms of his delivery sound more at home than nini the preceding tracks.
There are some projects where different people they split those three things or two things. So kuna produced by, so the production had to do with the recording and
mixed and mastered,
and then mixed and mastered by someone else. I do understand why you put them all together, but I feel that they're two separate entities: the production and the mixing and mastering. For me, my idea of production is the creativity behind it. So the beats and the can you tell some about the vocals or that stuff, Then the mixing and mastering comes in with levels.
But unajua ni kazi ya HR yote pia unasema ni alifanya pia hizo vitu.
Okay.
Ndio maana nasema hivyo ni pia alifanya hizo stuff kwa zile recorded Philosophy Records.
Then it goes back to what we were saying earlier about rappers having a team or musical director. Instead of having one person do everything. Although more costs, but you get a more cleaner project.
Sasa pia ongeza kuna aspect ya nikiangalia arrangement ya songs and how they tie into the concept, which nimesema nilikuwa na an issue with. Wewe is very random. Nataka tujuane pia ni very random. Ndizi ni zile ngoma zenye wasanii huweka for love songs.
Why?
No. So that joins near singing. Like nilijiuliza like si rap tu.
No, but
it was the whole song, unajua I got a part of it.
Unaona ngoma gani though? Did it because he was rapping.
He was some parts in
like
he rapping in attack to join. For me that it's
can
just
imagine the singing. Can you imagine the singing ilinimeza?
For me it's
isn't it like and it's weird singing. It's Jungle place my finger on it.
You couldn't.
Like hata vile alikuwa kabla umesema na uko na mtu
kilizo uko na mtu
cadence yake throat hivyo mtu like it's like sing song but not really. It's almost una get like hakuwa amechoose because alikuwa deliver ni kana rap lakini cadence ni kama naimba.
Yenye tu nasema ni the random na ni hizi hii blueprint yenye so tumia kwa love songs kwa an album na kuzisprinkle uko ndani for the sake of madem na audience flani
hata madem hata
na nafiku kualter mood na kama it fit concept achana nayo.
So it wasn't done well.
Kuna hiyo pia kuna
lyrics zilikuwa weak.
Kuna hiyo pia
especially nataka tujuane.
So for me nilifika kwa nataka tujuane na jiambia tuko na wewe uko juu mahali track 3. Why is this song here?
Especially
it's the
after
same one. Kwanza it's the same thing you're saying. It's the same thing you're saying. Unaona sasa nikifikiria as an exec producer what I would do tutoe wewe kwanza, ndio. So because we've had an intro, we've had Naamsha, then we go to wewe.
No, just don't.
So random.
Exactly. So tutoe hiyo wewe. Now what I would do after ilivyopangwa kwa nataka tujuane, when Victoria Gishora is singing this chorus, let her be hip hop.
Okay.
Then kwa mwaminifu make it a story that now udem ulikuwa umeniambia hivi, uniambia unanipenda and all of these things, but sai uliishia. So I'm writing to you. So kwa mwaminifu ina happen maybe even years or months down the line, but in the writing make it clear to us hii ina happen at this particular time and unajua how stories zinaandikangwa time setting, location, all those things you're giving as a narrator, unaona. So if you do it that way kuna idea ilivyopangwa when idea destiny na fate and things happening and then saying you'll still make it regardless unajua so come to that idea ya hip hop, but now this is hip hop singing to you unajua and telling this love story that you guys had wewe kama Wanawe Azania, Wanawe this coastal area of Africa, and have that story and then have her say that she loves you and promises these things that now she later comes and betrays you and goes against her word. For me, hivyo inge make more sense. If you don't want to do it that way, toa hiyo ngoma all together, ibaki wake mwaminifu, then finish the other songs. But I'm gonna feel as an exec producer, if you really wanted to maintain, najua hiyo nataka tujuane, ningekupea hiyo twist.
And at least
hiyo twist na iandikwe tena, and then let's have it appear kwa mwaminifu. Tie the story more. Mtu go back to hiyo ngoma unaona
ala kumbe hii
exactly
iko tied to this.
Go back to that and then come through, finish tusonge mbele, because pia ukiangalia kwa mwaminifu it's almost an sign off unajua, but now we coming again story ya Africa. Story ya Africa unaona so ukiangalia ndio walikuwa nasema as far as concept goes angeita in better kutell story ya Azania na Wanawe and work with the concept more. The other thing I'd say nikimaliza maoni yangu ni no walikuwa nasema niko na issue na production and it's something nimenotice Mosoti huko hapa, but I told you this na because we had a convo na yeye tukifanya some reviews tukisema kuhusu trap kanisa. Mnakumbuka hiyo convo?
Yeah, I remember.
Kuhusu the beat trap kanisa.
The beat trap kanisa. How it was like copy pasted.
Unatucheza Buddha. Unatucheza sana with your beats. Sana. And I noticed that. So the moment nilisikiza I noticed that, I thought of your convo kuhusu trap kanisa, and I had to confirm na ni shazamizi mangoma nione because unajua to mention this stuff tukisema how you can listen to Kenyan stuff and you know it's Kenyan. And you can know it's locally produced and homegrown. There's something about it.
Kuna zingine like not to mention names, only a few ndio ukisikia utajua, like you can't tell.
Najua
lakini because pia I don't think they get mastered.
Of course kuna hiyo so kwa hii na wale wanasema niko na a huge issue nayo. Nilisikiza baadhi ya matukio, nilisikia najitahidi, nilisikia the baseline kwa ilivyopangwa, nijiambia na kuna kitu hizi kuna there is something somewhere confirmed. Agundua unajua kuna difference kati ya sampling and just outright copy pasting. Unajua huge difference.
Drag and drop.
Ujaenda hapa.
Hapa hivi 3 or so tracks. Juzo unaniangalia sio angalia mo unaona sio angalia zimetolewa mahali and it's just email to hapa imekuwa hapa nikaza unatucheza. Do you know what's worse? Just this week kumekuwa na uncut cypher. So uncut hip hop awards zili happen and walikuwa na cyphers before the event. They had 2. So kuna moja ili happen nili review. Now kuna ya pili I just had a snippet of the beat to that cypher ni baadhi ya matukio. Why would you do that?
The beat to that cypher
ni beat ya track 6 na hii beat ya track 6 na si beat original in the first place. Junsa mwambia
Joe ni ngori man. Like that means then you don't care for posterity. You msanii anajua. I'm curious.
Iko kwa album ya msee umempatia beat ishia nayo. Nasikia this
kwa cypher. Ni ngori man. You're in goal hijo. It's a very disrespectful. Ama labda alipewa beat, so akaambiwa hii beat ujika itakuwa kila mahali, si yako. Cause yo
Final thoughts on the project. That's it for Azania now.
I just got me notice, but now you may dip the project kiasi.
It does, yeah.
You know, it may change, it may shift to how I saw the
going
project.
back to what we said earlier, we are gonna negate the compliments we had placed on the production. But
that's very
maybe nibaki tu.
But
leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Here's my thing, yeah. You the taking beat yenye umepea mtu kwa album na kupatiana kwa cypher, while it's highly disrespectful to the project, highly disrespectful to the project and to the professional relationship that you have with the artist that you produce. Maybe this is something that was discussed between HR and Fikrah Teule beforehand. So just tasema
hata ule umesema hivyo imenihit. Kuna beat plan nilisikia, this is sort of related but not really, kwa So in the Morning Mr. Potter, sio Mr. Potter? Aliplay ya Odyssey na mse mwingine. Nimechekio stuff, ndio? Nimecheki, ndio? Nimecheki.
The clip that you said.
Anyway, it's okay baadaye. So hiyo kuna beat moja mambili, kuna beat moja hapo nimesikia kwa nini ya Royce. Nimesikia na Royce akirap over. But I cannot blindly sikia, I didn't care enough kuangalia kama yo maliana yo ngoma ile ana rap over that beat kama it was before the thing was posted or after. So maybe it happens.
Yeah, no, it does.
In terms of your beat kutumika, but hiyo ya drag and drop.
For me, that is where I have an issue now.
Sijui ni kama sasa to beat from your project, then someone else, for example, maybe to make the same beat in his project. Okay.
No, it happens.
It happens for mixtapes. Albums.
Yeah, even there was a J. Cole track for Clothes. I think it's for Clothes. Siko sure which song it is, but there was a J. Cole album that had a track that had the same exact beat that was used by another mainstream American rapper with the same exact beat. I don't remember which one it is. And
ilikuwa kwa album yako?
Yeah, album yako, and the other person ilikuwa kwa album yake pia. There's another one that was I think Too High to Riot. Your bass was a beat kwa ilikuwa album ya bass ni beat yenye imetumika na msemo mwingine kwa album yake.
But hizo are those instances where wanajua
that's what I'm saying.
Because atujui
unajua kuna instances sample kitu whatever patia beat and you jumped on it, you had no idea.
So ndio nasema you never know the arrangement that a producer has with the artist. Ndio nasema siwezi comment on the baadhi ya matukio the beat kwa beat ya cypher. My issue is with the fact that even baadhi ya matukio originally is not an original beat.
Ironically enough.
So unapeana kitu si yako originally, you get, and the fact that you have the quote unquote balls eka in parentheses produced by HR and you did not produce it, you just dragged and dropped, then ukafinya record kwa nini yako ukapimanisha levels kiasi and now it's done. You get for me I'd say that is where I'm focusing the main issue in. And I think now I believe Tusonge Mbele is now Sona Jobate. Jobate. But siko sure. Final thoughts on the album. I liked it. I really liked it considering stuff to meskiza this past 2 weeks. And this is a massive step up. I'm a bit disappointed with the whole production stuff.
The curveball.
Yeah, man.
KLM Kalamoto vasi yako kwa jua
perfection, man.
Venye inafaa
kala moto
ulinge mbaya basi nifanywa fiti nifanywa fiti sana.
We were wondering if rappers actually read. And your verse
hapo unaweza tell
so but yeah, like the writing, I do agree with his sentiments on it would have been better if it were more cohesive, especially considering the title and the artwork. There are really good gems, but yeah, all in all, it was a good project. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it is a good project. It is a good project. Azania
it was a project ili stand out kiasi, lakini for me, for the featured artist, mi nikisikiza project ya msee, I don't go for the features. Hata ka features ni kali yake. Like I'm here for you. Like sa later on when I'm looking at nikitengeneza playlist, then nitengeneza playlist based on features. Once nimekusikiza sana, ndio nitasikia features and I'll be like, if feature ni kali ni nini, but it's also based on what I heard from the actual artist, kwa sababu artist unamsikia in every song, unajua. Na kama in every song ni like
the flow and everything.
Okay, flow nilisha accept ni flow yake, unajua. Kuna vitu hizi change na hizi sema kama ingekuwa ana flavor kidogo, lakini kwa kwingine hakuna like a tight flow, unasema hapo alikuwa jaribu kitu haikuwa. But like that's how he does it. So yeah, clearly. But in terms of the penmanship, it's good. It's good because we're descriptive. It's interesting, but it's not interesting enough. Kwanza I genuinely feel alikuwa na hide a lot behind me. Na misemo.
Okay.
Like ana hide behind flashy.
There is
Swahili in terms of things you've already heard.
Yeah. There is some sort of mystique, quote unquote, in rapping in Swahili. Nasemi shang. Like Swahili. It sounds more profound when most probably you're not really saying.
Yeah.
But I do understand.
Mufil iwo kuhusu nini? Mother tongue.
Mother tongue
wengi uficha mbaya sana.
Mother tongue nasema mimi nimekuja tu kukaa hapa, lakini
it sound
it sounds really nice.
Hayo ndo maoni yetu.
Ulikuwa umemaliza?
Yeah, mimi nimemaliza.
Okay.
Kuhusu Azania na Wanawe ya Fikrah Teule, kanda yake ya pili. Kama umeisikiza, tuambie maoni yako ni yepi kuhusu project hii. Na unaweza watch pia the album reviews on the channel. Asante sana for spending time with them boys.
Yeah.